Well, good morning. We're going to talk about the imperative message from our kids that they're showing us with their disruptive behavior. Kicking, screaming, name calling. You know what we're talking about. We're Bonnie.
And Thomas Liotta.
That's right. So we're going to start off with a little story for you because I want you to imagine that we are all human beings. We're all spirits, even your little one. And what if we put you in a box, right? Like, let's say that we were your coaches and we took you and we put you inside of a box and you're beginning to learn the information and you're curious and you're getting excited about this or that. And you began to reach your hand out to go, let me try this. And we said, no, we don't do that, right? Or you said, you know what? I want to talk. No, be quiet. I'll talk to you, when I'm ready to talk to you or whatever. We just kept telling you that what you were doing was wrong and get back in our box, get back in our box, get back in our box. How long would it take before you became angry, frustrated, or even got to the point where you would just give up on life altogether?
Well, the age 2 comes to mind, and we label them what?
Terrible 2s.
When really, there could also be a terrific 2.
Yeah, we've learned actually that 2-year-olds are actually quite terrific. The statistics that we have going on right now are quite terrifying. You are not the only one experiencing these issues with your child.
Right. So let's look on a solution-oriented point of view, because here's the message that's actually happening. Number 1, right? Labeling of the kids, ADHD, ODD, and the list goes on and on and on, and prescribing medication is up 54% across the board around the world. That's message number 1. The lesson of number 2 in this message is teenage suicide.
Yeah.
So many times when we start to see what the statistics are, you see numbers tell the truth. And at age 16 to 18, right there in the teenage years, it's the number 1 cause of our kids' death. Now there's a message there, right? Maybe they're getting ready to get out into the world and they don't know how to do anything on their own. This is very key message. And the last one is number 3, which talks about gun shootings. In the last decades or last several decades, 300% increase in mass gun shootings. There's a message in there, right? We're not born to do this. Something's happening that's causing it. And what if, this might be a big pill to swallow, but what if we were causing it and we didn't even know?
Yeah, I just got to say that Dr. John Locke, back in the 17th century, he wrote the very first paper on parenting. In fact, parenting wasn't even a word. Parenting was just something that we did until this article came out. And he said that children are as easily swayed negative or positively as water.
What if we could just play the innocent card or the ignorant card and we didn't know? You see, in psychology, they call this the first stage of learning anything. In layman's terms, means I just didn't know. But now we might be able to do something about it. So instead of punishing them when they reach out of the box and we whack them, what if we guided them? Mm-hmm. Let's go back to some ancient truths that talk about actual learning. What about that game called Monkey See, Monkey Do, or Follow the Leader? What if we were actually to show them exactly what they wanted to do, not tell them, very key, but if we were actually show them so they could watch us do what it was that was their goal. This is key. Mm-hmm. Then that authentic driving force inside of what gets them out of the box already could mimic you. Monkey see, monkey do, and then follow you exactly what it was that they were leading to do. This is very, very key.
Well, it is very key because Dr. John Locke also wrote, and this way back in the 17th century, but he also wrote that it was the child's curious nature that gave them basically purpose, that gave them the desire to learn about this new world. You see, we've been in the world for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but our 2-year-old has only been here for 2 years. So when they see a bumblebee or a butterfly or a set of stairs, they're like, yeah, let me climb on this outside. And we're going, no, we don't do that. We're actually crushing their spirit without even knowing, because it's that curious nature that will guide them to learn what we need them to learn. So what Tom is sharing and what he's taught me and what he's taught hundreds of sets of other parents around the world is to take that curious nature and guide it and teach them how to climb up the stairs safely, how to do things in their life so that they can duplicate us and they can have purpose and direction and a love for life as well, just like we want.
Absolutely. So when we go back to the box just for a second, you got to think about it. If they're in the box, there's really only 3 options. They either stay in the box, make the box smaller, or they're going to expand out. Is there really any other option? You know, the very first step when they are born, our little geniuses are born, we do everything for them. Then we start to do with them, with the idea that they can learn and do it all on their own. Mm-hmm. So ask and answer this question for yourself for absolute certainty. Name one animal in the animal kingdom outside of man that violates this law. Every animal does it for, with, so they can do on their own and leave the nest. Yeah. And when we violate that law, then we're getting the message that, oh my gosh, maybe we didn't know. Because medication is going up, labeling, something wrong with them, going up, right? We have all these different things that are in place. They're committing suicide as teenagers.
Yeah.
Right? The gun shootings are going up. They're actually screaming out in the top of their lungs, we are here, we are here, we are here.
Yeah.
And when can we actually hear them? So when we get ourselves back in that natural law, yes, you do for everything when they're just a baby. But stop now and let's start transferring it so they can do it all on their own. Because 150 years ago, every single little offspring left the house around what age, Bonnie?
Oh, 12, 13. They were off getting married, having kids, and building their own houses, completely self-sufficient.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we've got all the power to increase or decrease any of these messages that they're screaming out. And if you would really sum it up like this, what if it was as simple as pop them a pill or teach them a skill?
Yeah, it's literally life-changing. We're here to champion, not just for our kids, but we're here to champion for you as well. We're here to help families live in more peace, more happiness, more harmony, and show you how to connect that bond with your child, how to actually learn to speak the language of kid so that they can have that pure love and respect, and you guys can have harmony in the home and live the parenting life that you've always dreamed of. Because if what I've just described is something that's important to you, go ahead and give us like a like or a love or something like that. Like click a button, show us some love on this video, because we're here to just help you transform things. And I know that you've been told over the years, because I was told year after year after year after year that there was something wrong with my kids. And it wasn't until I actually found Tom that I discovered the answer, that there wasn't anything wrong with my kids, that it was me putting them in this box. Go to learntospeakkid.com and get the book, Raising Healthy, Happy, Cooperative Kids, because it is going to show you the complete history that brought us to this point right now. It's going to give you hope that you can actually change things, and it's going to put you on the right direction to heal your family, because, you know, you're not alone. There's millions of us out there that are experiencing this, and let's get things right on track. Let's make a commitment right now to fight for our kids and fight for the happiness and welfare of our own families.
Absolutely. So until we meet again, here's to your parenting success.
That's right.